Welcome to the Lost and Home podcast. My name is Scott.
I'm Jeremiah.
And we are here this week with Jeremiah.
Yes, right. I'm here with my good friend, co-host Scott from Thanksgiving.
And both of us are here with all of you. Thank you for tuning in for yet another week of the Lost and Home podcast.
Yeah, that's
we
great.
appreciate your listenership. And
240, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5. Boom. Not a very fun number, is it, primies?
No, it really isn't. That was almost unnecessary.
It was, yeah.
Just like all the Edwin Collins we listened to earlier. Was that
Never going to like that before. Never heard a prime so even before. Wow, 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 wow,
Yeah, Chair and I were
wow.
listening to a lot of Edwin Collins on the ride here, getting ready for the show. God damn, is that an earworm and a half? If you want to go back and listen to, what was the name of the actual song? It's
definitely it's not pump up music, but it pumped us up.
God, no, it is certainly not. But it got us in the right mood. It is A Girl Like You by Edwin Collins.
Yeah.
I think it was made famous by the Empire Records soundtrack.
It was, yes.
Which remember back when we were young, and everyone who's listening to this is young and doesn't know what we're talking about, where soundtracks used to be good.
We were trying to tell them who Edwin Collins was based on
a soundtrack
they've never seen. Yes.
Yeah, although
the soundtrack to a movie they've never
Empire
seen.
Records is on Netflix right now, and it's in my queue because I decided to revisit it. That
Sure.
movie spoke to me at
and it's
an
got
age.
Ethan Emery, who's actually been playing in some good stuff lately. He played in Devil's Candy. He was fucking awesome.
Oh, didn't it have that hot? What's her name? The hot girl, the brunette, who wore the sweater top.
The hot brunette.
Oh, you're gonna make me go on IMDb. Is it Jennifer Connelly?
No, I don't think she was in that.
But it looks just like her.
But,
I mean, she looks just like her. I should not, in the Me Too age, I should not refer to women as it.
Whatever that was. Actually, it might be more. I don't know. Is that more inclusive to call somebody it versus he or she? Because you don't know necessarily.
I thought it was exclusive.
But I was because they would be better.
You got awesome exclusive here. Calling women it is gender positive.
I mean, they would be better, but it's probably still better than assuming a he or a she, right? I don't know.
Empire Records. The girl in it is Robbie Tooney.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
Is that really it? No, Liv Tyler. It was Liv Tyler.
Liv Tyler was in that, yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, Liv Tyler with the sweater the crop top long sleeve sweater shirt.
She's like mumblecore.
Now I don't want to give too much away about. I don't want to give too much away about me as a person.
Oh, I
right
think you're
now.
gonna give a spoiler alert for Empire Records.
No, but
dude, there's a grace period for that stuff. Like,
no spoilers.
25 years, you're fine. Like that's.
I thought you were gonna say no spoilers for Empire Records.
That's what I mean.
Like keep tight lips.
No, you're fine with all of that. So.
Well, I was gonna say Liv Tyler in that fuzzy sweater, long sleeve sweater crop top, forever gave me an infatuation with women wearing long sleeve fuzzy sweaters. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. When I see just the right material,
it's cozy. Yeah. It's fine.
It's
material's a big thing for fetishists and
feeling a pair of breasts to a fuzzy sweater.
Yeah, you almost don't even know they're there. That's what I like about them.
You do, but it feels like they're two kittens. Like you're just petting kittens.
So you get an erection when you pet kittens.
Sometimes kittens.
What I think they're Liv Tyler.
Did you say kids?
I pretty sure I said kittens, but if I didn't,
it sounded like kids.
If I said kids, it was not a Freudian slip. I swear to God.
Don't make it weird. I get erections when I touch kittens and fuzzy breasts under sweaters.
Yeah, don't make it weird. Again, we don't fetish shame here on the Lost Home podcast. We were giving props to the Bigfoot man last week, so we can do the same this week.
Yeah. So before we get into the show proper, make sure to head over to patreon.com/lostandhome. We've had a lot of new content.
Cool.
I have been a little behind on adding some. We have
which is great though, which is good because we have a ton of stuff that we just have not. And also, there's something that you haven't even heard yet that I have done that I worked on with Kyle Brock, a good old friend of the show.
Nice.
That you haven't even heard yet.
Kyle
and
Brock
actually,
from the band Midwave.
And Kyle Brock hasn't even heard it because he got on recording this piece for me like the night of. I was like, dude, can you record this piece? He's like, on it. I'm like, no big hurry. Gonna be a little while. Sent it to me that night, and it's been like 3 weeks since I actually got back in touch with him. Like, it's done, but I haven't sent it to you yet. I have like a couple of tweaks to go. But yeah, we got a bunch of new content spilling over into patreon.com/lostathome. Check it out.
You talked to him during the night you saw the movie, the night of the show, the crime drama from 2016.
You are so bad at making jokes.
I scrambling so hard on IMDb to make that work.
You don't say. You don't say.
Yeah, make sure to go over to the Patreon. You can donate whatever you feel like donating, but $3 a month gets you all the content we post there. We had tiers before. You know what? We decided fuck tiers.
Yeah.
If everyone gave us $3 a month, we can keep the lights on.
Fuck tiers, TIERS.
Yeah, we just want to keep the lights on. That's all. And we posted a whole lot of stuff during Halloween month, and we are about to do I
didn't even know.
I actually pity the person who pays $3 right now, because as soon as they turn on their phone and see all this flood in, it's gonna be a little mind numbing.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, where do I start? At the butthole. Thanksgiving, ladies and gentlemen. It's a wonderful time of the year, but that doesn't mean we have to stop thinking about horror movies. No, it doesn't, because horror and Halloween pretty much extends all the way through all the holidays for us here at Lost at Home Podcast.
I think horror extends to New Year's Eve, because I don't know any New
Halloween
Year's Eve horror movies.
Yeah. But I was actually...
But let's save that for January, late December.
I thought you were trying to come up with like a January, I
just realized I jumped the gun.
Like Thanksgiving, Halloween month.
New Year's Eve is an interesting holiday. It technically falls on December and January.
How about December is December? You know, like
let's workshop that off air.
Yeah, because it wasn't good on air.
Because it wasn't good.
But there's potential. Anyway, so we're in Thanksgiving month anyway, and we are actually in Thanksgiving week. Well, this is going to be dropping early for some of you who are waiting to hear this on Friday, who subscribe on iTunes and Stitcher and whatnot. Yeah. We were able to hear this early. Otherwise, you're hearing this maybe on one of the radio shows, in which case you're hearing this after Thanksgiving. But this is our Thanksgiving episode 1. This month, Thanksgiving is as early as it can possibly be. November 22nd is the earliest Thanksgiving you can have, because it's the 4th Thursday of every month, and there's 5 Thursdays this month.
Correct.
And next year, it's actually the latest it can be because of the same reason. So
nice.
So
that was actually very informative. I did not know it would be the latest next year, although it makes perfect sense.
Well, because like this time, people are like, wait a minute, like there's another Thursday.
I wasn't looking for you to interject more.
Moving on. Moving on.
So we have a list of...
I ruined it.
We have a list of 7 Thanksgiving horror movies for you and your family to watch if you're into Halloween as much as we are.
How many of these, by the way, before we go into this, how many of these have you actually seen?
1.
I have seen...
And there's...
not including the trailer.
One missing.
Not including the trailer of...
okay, yeah. So... Yeah. Well, let's go into it and say what we've seen.
I've seen 3, including the trailer, yes, but...
Including the trailer, I've seen 2, but they're missing 1.
Yes.
Well, so because technically there's 8 movies.
You mean they're missing 1 because
they're missing the sequel to Thanksgiving.
Well, no, because Thanksgiving only has... I thought Thanksgiving only has 2 movies, but Thanksgiving 2...
Oh, they put both in there. I just scrolled all the way through.
Thanksgiving 2 is actually Thanksgiving 3.
Okay, so I've seen 3.
But I have actually not seen Thanksgiving 3. I've only seen the first Thanksgiving, so...
So, Thanksgiving, number 1.
Yes.
Thanksgiving was a super low budget movie. It was made for exactly $3,500 in 2007. It aired in a fest. What do you call it? The movie fests.
Yeah, the movie.
Yeah,
fest.
It came out during movie fest in 2008. Yeah, and during in 2009, it became readily available to all of us.
And it became a cult classic immediately for good reason. It's a terrible movie.
It's a trauma movie.
Yes, intentionally terrible. Like it's supposed to be fun.
There's a scene where a turkey is fucking a girl from behind after killing the guy who's fucking her from behind.
Yes, yeah.
This movie's amazing. I watch it every year.
Gobble gobble motherfucker. And there was a sequel to it, which was hilariously enough called Thanksgiving 3.
Yes.
Which actually revolves around, and I haven't seen it, but it revolves around them searching for the last copy of Thanksgiving 2, which is really meta. I love it.
It's ultra meta, and I've never seen Thanksgiving 3, so this is my Thanksgiving promise to the world. I will watch it.
Me too. You and I should have a little watch party, if they call it that. I've seen Blood Rage. It is awesome. I love Blood Rage. It's a great slasher from the 80s. It's about a twin that shows up around Thanksgiving time, and you don't know which one's the real one, which one isn't, and there's killing and like just good old fashioned. It's so 80s. So 80s. I loved Blood Rage.
I've not seen it. I have it on my short list. Actually, all these are on my short list.
Yeah. Well, actually, the one on my shortest list list that I plan on watching during the holiday weekend here is
Yes.
Home Sweet Home, because I believe you can actually find a copy on YouTube. I would normally rent one if I could. There's no digital rentals. You can't get it on DVD. You can buy it on DVD.
YouTube.
But apparently, but I haven't actually checked. There was a link. Sometimes you go to those and they're like, hey, for more, download this or blah, blah, blah. Go to this site filled with malicious viruses. Check this out. But so I haven't actually checked the link out.
I love the description here. It says an escaped psychopath crashes a Friendsgiving in a California ranch.
Yep.
Skulls are crushed, women are stabbed with broken wine bottles, and since this film was made in 1981, a Kiss fan is killed with an electric guitar.
Which, that sold me right there. Also, I found out that this is the only Thanksgiving horror movie directed by a female. It was actually directed by a woman. It looks terrible. I saw... by the way, those two things are totally unrelated. I just realized, like, now that it was directed by a woman, it's terrible. I did not mean for that.
I heard the period, pause of breath, and start of a new sentence myself.
Thank you very much. I'm paranoid about that, especially since I watch a lot of. I love, actually, one of my favorite horror movies. Now I'm one of those pandering people, like, no, some of my friends are black, like that. But no, I'm just gonna.
I don't know what any of your ramble was. I would like to distance myself from the opinions of Jer.
Says the guy who had some terrible jokes last week about. We're not even going to get into those.
Nope.
I wanted to distance myself from that show entirely last week.
Then there's also the Thanksgiving trailer that Eli Roth created for the Grindhouse double feature that Quentin Tarantino and Robert Rodriguez made.
Wish that was a real movie. Yeah. First of all, Eli Roth making anything would be awesome. I love that guy.
Yeah, he was great on Doug Loves Movies last week.
Cool. Hey,
inside joke.
You mean how I fucking hate Doug Benson?
He was still amazing on the show. It would be worth listening to.
I would.
For that.
I think as though I don't mind. I don't hate Doug Benson to the point where I won't listen.
He also had a female horror movie creator who has a series appearing on Shudder this week.
Cool.
It was a horror-oriented episode, even though it was not Halloween.
Well, that's the thing. Is like I will watch or listen to something that has other people on that I like, even if I don't like the host or something like that. So I might not like Chris Hardwick. The At Midnight. Or whatever it was when he was doing that. After midnight, at midnight, whatever it was. I used to watch those when they had good people on because I was like, it's going to be funny despite the fact that Chris Hardwick is on it.
Thanksgiving, Eli Roth's fake trailer featured a person who dressed as a pilgrim, stalked 20 teens, decapitated them.
Yes. It would be so good.
Yeah, I would watch it. It's amazing. I want to see this.
No, I'm surprised I did not see one of the other ones on this list called Blood Freak. Because I've seen so many Blood Blank movies. Blood Rage was actually one of them. Blood Simple, etc. This one is referenced as Reefer Madness meets Dracula meets Butterball, the turkey brand. This is the story of a man seduced by pot and experimented on by science who's transformed into a turkey-headed creature with a thirst for blood. So
we're watching that.
Yeah, I want to see that. I have no idea when it came out or how to find it. But.
We're gonna figure this stuff out. And for the listener, we'll do a recap at the very end because we have one last one here: alien abduction incident.
1972 is when that one came out.
Oh damn.
Okay.
Alien abduction incident in Lake Country. This is a found footage style movie that tells the harrowing tale of a family who were attacked and abducted by aliens during Thanksgiving dinner.
Yeah, and I've seen some of the... it was also hard for me to tell if I'd seen that one, because I've seen a lot of found footage films, and a few of them that are alien abduction-oriented as well. So, surprisingly, that was not one of them.
All right, so real quick to recap. Here's our list. Alien abduction, incident in Lake Country, Blood Rage, Thanksgiving, Thanksgiving 3, Blood Freak, Thanksgiving... That's the trailer one.
Yeah, the trailer. So it's technically not a movie.
Just
but
it's content. The trailer.
Yeah. And also, there's one.
And wait, I'm not done.
Yeah, okay.
Home Sweet Home. Now
yes,
I'm done.
And Home Sweet Home is the one I definitely want to watch pretty soon. Blood Freak actually is risen on the list as well. But there's one that they didn't get, which is actually I've not seen yet. But there's that Blumhouse series on Hulu where they're on their, I think it's called Into the Dark or In the Dark or something like that.
Into the Dark.
Out of the Dark. One of those.
I watched
Into the Dark.
Into the Dark.
So you saw the Halloween one.
I did.
I have not seen either of them, but they have released the Thanksgiving one.
I've asked a friend whose opinion I trust if the Thanksgiving one was good, and they said it was as good, if not better, than the Halloween one.
Okay, which I have not seen the Halloween one, so it means nothing to me. But
they're all feature-length film. If you like horror that's
Yes.
short, they're an hour and 20 minutes each.
yeah, and it's an anthology series in the way that it treats, but it's a series, but it happens once a month, and they're all
It's a movie
feature-length.
a month as a series, and each month
Which
is
is really not that
holiday.
far off from, say, like Masters of Horror or something like that. But instead of once a week, it's once a month, and it's very themed to
And they're
the holiday
cinematic
of the month.
as hell.
So December is going to be a Christmas one. January, I'm guessing, is going to be
Year's.
the New Year's one. February is probably going to be Valentine's Day one.
Martin Luther King Day.
Ooh. Someone's getting in trouble with that one. They better get Jordan Peele on that, or they're getting Oh my God.
Done by
Tom Hanks.
Jamie Kennedy.
Oh yeah. Tom Hanks would have like some like
He would make it work.
It'd be fun, but yeah, Jamie Kennedy,
Jamie Kennedy brings
and
you.
Tom Green present Martin Luther Kingslayer or something like that. Who knows?
So we hope that if you are able to listen to this in time for the Thanksgiving holiday, that you spend some time with your family watching at least one of these 7. Well, we'll say 6.
Blood Freaks on Prime. By the way,
Blood Freaks is on Prime. Yeah, if you just search around, you'll find these, especially the older ones. Those are definitely going to be on YouTube. Jared, what was the 1972?
that was Blood Freak, and that's on Prime.
Oh, and it's also on Prime.
Yep.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
That one's on Prime. Blood Freak is on Prime. Blood Rage is just a really fun movie. I can't remember if that's on any specific streaming service at the moment, but it was a great movie. I remember watching it. I think I watched it on Shudder originally. It's on Prime as well. So Blood Rage, Blood Freak, both on Prime. Do what you gotta do. Watch Blood Rage, Blood Freak, Amazon Prime. Amazon, give us money.
Now,
Even though you're tanking the United States.
now we're about to move into the show
I'm getting
proper.
political here.
That's right, everybody.
Wait, oh shit. I was trying to do Alex Jones. I got back into
It's
Hulk
too
Hogan.
easy to do both.
Yep.
All right, so we're moving to the show proper. We're going to do turkey droppings.
You're supposed to do that. Yeah, there you go.
I don't do a turkey. I just make that sound.
Yeah, it was like 2 coyotes fighting over I don't know, a turkey, I guess.
I believe this time it was what was that toy from back in the day where you had to like bop it, hit it, squirt it?
I think it was Bop It,
twist
right?
Bop It.
Was that
Yeah,
it?
this was 2 deaf mutes in a sack playing Bop It. Wow, my sound has been different 3 times in a row. But yeah, turkey droppings. We want to start this one since, once again, we promised back in probably July at this point, but back in October we promised we'd keep the horror theme rolling.
We're a horror show now.
So I searched a lot for a Thanksgiving cryptid. Mythical animal, something that doesn't
it's tough to find
exist.
anything Thanksgiving other than just like, let's eat turkey.
Yeah. So I did find one. I literally
First of
found
all,
one.
love the name.
But I don't know that it's real. It may be more of a creepypasta modern creation.
/ Bob's Burger episode.
Yeah.
Bob's Burgers.
Oh, did they do an episode on it?
No. I just feel like that would be one because they have got the what are the meat squatch? What is it? Not meat squatch. There's a squatch.
No one knows what we're talking about because we haven't even started this story.
No, but the Bob's Burgers.
You do some searching and I'll start the story. Gobblesquatch. Now, Gobblesquatch is...
beef squatch from Bob's Burgers. That's what I was talking about. Beef squatch,
Gotcha.
not meat squatch.
Now,
Bob's Burgers fans know what I'm talking about.
Gobblesquatch is essentially a very, 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 very...
That's it. Moving on.
Very, 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 very,
I'm not going to stop you. You just
very, 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 the veriest, very, very, I can't do it any longer.
No, I'm going to let you.
It's
though.
a very large turkey.
Oh, okay, yes.
I like how anticlimactic that was because I actually cracked. I usually don't crack.
And the other thing here is that I'm pretty sure everybody would have assumed, based on Gobblesquatch, that it was a large turkey the whole time.
It's the biggest whore you ever met. She's got giant feet. She's hairy, 9 feet tall, gobbles your dick like you've never seen before.
And she's got balls hanging from her chin.
She's got balls hanging from her chin. You can put some cranberry sauce in her dick and she'll just suck it off.
That's right. We are gender inclusive here, so the she has a dick and balls hanging from her chin. Because here at Lost at Home Podcast, we're all inclusive.
So, I could go into lengthy historical
You're doing air quotes,
ideas
You're doing
of
air quotes,
big air quotes on the history of Gobblesquatch and how it interacted with Native Americans. Needless to say, Native Americans were afraid of it. That's why they wore the big headdresses. They wanted to look big like it to scare it.
They're like, and that's why Native Americans always like gobble gobble gobble,
Yeah.
gobble gobble gobble.
But the idea here
I
is
watch racist things. I don't know the difference between a Native American and a turkey.
here. I'll read one little part here. It says,
I just know that we saved Native Americans from the horrors of this land by taking it from them, and then we gave them Thanksgiving. That's all I know.
The person of interest here telling the original story is a Mr. Wimscott, who was trying to hunt down the Gobblesquatch. He mentioned, as I said
Professor
before...
Wimscott, if you will.
If you will.
Yes.
If you will. He was the one who mentioned the headdresses.
Yes.
Now, they were meant to be intimidation towards the Gobblesquatch.
I did. Yes, I did. Thank you.
His paper also recounts
My paper, thank you, yes.
I did not realize that you were Mr. Wimscott.
Oh, the ghost of Professor Wimscott has come to the table, yes.
You have possessed Jeremiah.
Yes, I have possessed
I just thought
him.
Jer was saying things.
No, this is me, Professor Wimscott. I heard my name. No, most people don't use it, so I just decided to descend into this wimpy,
Perfect.
this
Thank
wimpy,
you.
obese, diabetes-ridden body that I'm sure is on its way out, and figured it couldn't hurt to give you a little chat. What do you want to know about this?
Well, you had a paper once that recounted
Gobblesquatch you're talking about, of course.
Yes.
It's
And
the
your
only
paper-
thing I'm known for.
And your paper on him.
This is right. I also invented the squirrel slippers. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
No, of course. Everybody knows people Gobblesquatch.
Did you ever find a Gobblesquatch?
I found Gobblesquatch one time, and I attempted to make slippers from him. I'm more of a slipper professor. And most people don't know it was a professorial degree back in the days of yore, etc. And but I failed miserably because it's very large, and I did not have a headdress.
Well, Professor Wimscott.
Wimscott, yes.
May I give the listeners this tale, and you key in on
I
what
will.
I'm right and what I'm wrong on.
Absolutely. I'll correct you when need be, etc.
All right. So there's a Powhatan, which is a tribe of Native Americans, legend.
That's right, yeah.
Of Cayuke.
Yes. It's also known as Bukake.
You're not wrong. It is a giant dropping of death.
Yes. It's a liquid form of liquid bomb that falls from the trees at points and consumes the walker under, as we called them back in the days. Yes.
You are absolutely right. Now, did this?
No shit.
Did this happen, Wimscott?
Yes, I was. There was a chief who got very excited finding the Gobblesquatch and whatnot. I'm paraphrasing here, and ran back to his people and then ran under a tree and boom! Wouldn't you have it? A liquid bomb there.
Now, what do you think about the Gobblesquatch deniers?
I would say that they don't have a good round head on their body to know, because if they've ever gone out on Thanksgiving Eve, have you ever been out on Thanksgiving Eve?
Yeah, the night before. I've gone out.
Yes,
on
exactly.
The night before
to
do errands
the
and
night
such.
before Thanksgiving, if you go to a cemetery and you form a circle around you with dust and turkey bones, and you call upon the Gobblesquatch, he will in fact ravage the entire village in which you are calling upon. And the fact that nobody has seen this means nobody has the balls to call upon the Gobblesquatch.
That makes a weird amount of sense,
Does
unfortunately.
it now? Does it? Because I don't know
well,
what
I say
I'm
unfortunately
saying.
because I find most of your claims dubious.
I'm dead.
Now, have you ever heard of Falstaff Brewery? Since you've been dead, is this a brewery that's been around since you've died?
It could have been since, but I've never heard of it. I did not partake in the drink. because it would get me ravagely naked, and I would foist my fists upon other men and their genitals. And then my wife would say, "Why are you with that man? That's not the Gobblesquatch." I said, "Well, he must have transformed in the midst of our wrestling match. That's why my penis is in him, not because I'm a homosexual man and I wish to copulate with this man instead of you, honey." "Oh, Goody Thompson," she says.
Now, where was I? Oh, Falstaff Brewery. So you've never heard of it?
No, I do not partake in the drink for exactly those reasons
Then
I just announced.
This might give you and your explorations a little bit of credence.
Falstaff
Falstaff Brewery has...
I know exploration's good. Yes, I explored many a man.
Falstaff Brewery has a golden ale called the Gobblesquatch.
Oh, golden.
After the mythical creature.
That's right, okay.
Does that make you feel good that you have pop culture, which is, it means everyone around you accepts the term?
Nothing makes me feel better than popping up a new, fresh case of Gobble Ale.
Gobblesquatch Golden Ale.
No, Gobble Ale by Whimscott Brewery.
No, you don't. You're dead. You don't have a brewery. You did before you died.
I wanted to.
Hey, that's fine. Are you mad that this other brewery,
I was hoping to attach myself to their success. Yes.
Okay.
But I've not heard of them or their Gobble Ale.
All right.
What's the name of it again?
Gobblesquatch Golden Ale.
Gobblesquatch Golden Ale, yes.
I feel like we're advertising like you're here to help me sponsor something, but we don't actually have any affiliation with Falstaff.
Except for Gobblesquatch Golden Ale.
Now, have you ever heard of the Paul Hernandez podcast?
Ah, yes, a fine podcast.
You died before podcasts came out.
Yes, but I'm on one now, so I've just heard of it.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yes.
They did a song about Gobblesquatch that I think by proprietary rights we're only allowed to play a little bit of before we get into
fair use. Yes, we had that. Use. Yes, okay.
So I'm going to play a little bit, and you tell me if this song gives, once again, your legend that you've more or less created. Because we've never never caught a Gobblesquatch. Number one.
Yeah, well,
I'm going to put ground rules down here. I know you're a ghost. I know you invaded our studio.
Yes, I did.
Ground rules. Gobblesquatch was never caught.
Maybe not.
Everything I'm about to play and everything we've talked about before are things that have happened since your deaths. You have no rights to them. Is that all right?
Maybe not.
All right.
We'll see what my lawyers have to say. My ghost lawyers, yes.
Your ghost. Oh, my God.
I call them gloyers.
All right. So there is a song about Gobblesquatch.
Ah, yes. This is good. I like the beat. It reminds me of my time of living in a void of silence.
Listen close and hear the story of a
this is good. This is good ghost music.
Giant turkey monster that strikes fear in every male. Though many men have tried to hunt it down for just a swatch, still no man's ever beaten him. The giant Gobblesquatch. 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 Gobblesquatch.
I thought that was very fine, actually. It was the parts about they're being terrifying, etc., etc. Well, what's that? I gotta go now. Goodbye.
Oh, whoa, that was a great... Jer, are you back? You were possessed. Did you hear any of the last part of the story?
Yeah, I heard it all. Yeah.
I couldn't possession.
I couldn't say anything. Yeah.
Well, that was awesome. That's yet another ghost week. I got a feeling we're gonna have a lot of that coming up all the way through New Year's.
Like it or not.
Like it or not. But Gobblesquatch, it may or may not be an actual urban legend. I think it's more of a creepypasta type urban legend. Yeah, I think that's really interesting. I like that even in this day and age, everything has to start somewhere. It's like Krampus, for example, which we're going to cover in probably 2 weeks.
There's always good Krampus stuff
somewhere. So there's Gobblesquatch. Look around for it online. You can find lots of cool images, songs, people talking about it. There's not a lot out there, but there's enough to make it interesting, and that is the new cryptid for you on this very fun.
I love it. We love cryptids. We love keeping things holiday themed. I love the fact that you were able to find some good details out about that, because Thanksgiving is very ignored when it comes to music, when it comes to horror movies, when it comes to cryptids, when it comes to anything except for, do you like turkeys? How about pilgrims?
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what Thanksgiving is about?
What's that?
Family.
That's right.
And that brings us right into our next story. Man dies after injecting silicone in genitals. Mom blames sex cult master. Now, this man left his home in Australia to join, well, I mean, he did it to come to America. But when he came to America, he joined a cult.
Yeah.
He didn't join just any cult.
A sex cult.
He joined a sex cult for gay bears. Bears.
Yes.
Bears in the gay culture are big, hairy men, essentially.
Yes.
Very easy descriptor. But the cult throws a monkey wrench into it all because this 28-year-old decided to follow the cult's, rules, if you will. Mm-hmm. He became jacked. Yep. He was already a big guy to begin with.
These dudes are jacked. I mean, bears are supposed to be big. These guys are fucking weightlifter. They
look like the mountain from Game of Thrones.
Yeah. They're like weightlifter bears. Like, there's a picture of them all together, and they like shirtless and everything. Like, and they are fucking huge. Huge.
And their cult master liked everything about them being huge, including their balls.
Yes.
Which is where the issue comes in, is that this man, Jack Chapman, 28-year-old from Australia, had a silicone embolism syndrome.
Yes.
He had.
Yes. And what that is, I mean, if it probably sounds pretty obvious, but what it can result in is hemorrhaging in the lungs, which actually ultimately leads to some serious health problems, obviously. Just having, I mean, something that sounds that threatening should probably be a trigger to be like, this is pretty fucking nasty to begin with. First of all, Chapman went by Tank Heathcliff Haffertapin, or Pup Tank as well. And actually the Haffertapin, whatever it was him taking the last name of his master. He was a slave to his master. He was a pup, essentially.
Well,
so
why didn't he take the last name Beef? Because the cult master's name that he liked to be called by all of his disciples was
Noodles and Beef.
Yeah, Noodles and Beef.
Yes, Dylan Haffertapin.
How do you even come up with that as a name? Like, I want to be the biggest bear.
Yeah.
Like, call me Grizzly Balls.
Yeah.
Wait. Let's riff real quick. Names for a cult leader who rules grizzlies, who likes them big. Go.
All right, Brown Bear.
Grizzly Balls.
Oh, you had that one already in the bag. Yeah.
That was that my sleeve.
Yeah, nothing's gonna beat Grizzly Balls.
How about Pub Cub?
Pub Cub, I like that. Yeah.
How about
Scare Bear?
Ooh, I like that. How about Bear?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. Is that what yours would be? Because your last name is Bear? Bear?
Mine personal one is Bare Minimum. My balls have not had the silicone injection.
Yeah, Bare Maximum would be a good one though.
Yeah. How about Grizzly Adam's Apple?
Oh, that's good. That's fine. I revised it from good to fine.
As we go, we revise our both jokes and our critiques of them.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. That's okay. Anyway, okay, yeah. So that's all good. So anything better than Noodles and Beef, right?
Pretty much. Sadly enough, the gentleman,
it could have been ironic.
The gentleman did
like,
die from this silicone injection,
yes.
and his mother is now suing the cult leader to. Well, I mean, it's more to me. It's more than suing. I feel like this shouldn't be a civil case because that's what it sounds like it's turning into. It should be criminal. But I believe because he made them sign waivers when joining the cult.
Well, at the end of the day,
waived their rights.
At the end of the day, it's your choice to inject silicone
and
into
they
your
sign
balls.
waivers.
Yes. It's not like the Nexium sex cult where it's not your choice to get tied down and branded and turned into a sex slave. This is somebody saying, anything for you, master. I will willfully inject something into my balls. So that's just like but at the same time, if it became known as a cult, then at some point maybe those like cult leaders and stuff should be held accountable or responsible.
I agree. The waiver system's interesting because in this day and age you do hear about campus waivers where people sometimes are like, they should sign paperwork before fucking.
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
he signed paperwork before fucking and died, and it didn't really help the family or him.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, again, it was totally his choice to do that. At the same time, like, who is going to be held liable for this thing that was...
Noodles and Beef should be held accountable. Noodles and Beef should be held over a fire.
Yes.
And simmered.
I don't even know. Simmered until deliciously...
Also, new idea for a Halloween costume.
Yes.
Guy who wants a threesome and his lawyer with a waiver that includes him. You just dress as a dude ready to fuck, and you have your friend in a suit, and he has a briefcase with paperwork.
With paperwork going on, yeah.
And it's signed on the dotted line for a threesome.
Yeah,
and
right,
it basically makes everyone good. And it's actually kind of a funny joke.
Very practical, though.
Very practical, and gets you a threesome.
Yeah.
So,
it's a threesome with you, your lawyer, and
if you're having Halloween on way right now, and are a little sad and down that you didn't get laid on Halloween with your super sexy Ready Whip costume, yeah, you thought it was funny in the shower. No one thought it was funny at the party. No. You look like a dildo that was not orange. What are Ready Whip
like a
cans?
douche.
They're red and white. They're red labeled with white whipped cream. You look like a rocket taking off.
Yeah.
And no one would house your couplings.
Good.
I tried using science words.
Fine. That's fine.
So, if we were to turn to a new piece of content, my idea, I think right off the bat, easy one. It's like The Bachelor, but it's for a cult. And The Bachelor is the cult leader. And all the bachelorettes, or if we're doing a male one here,
other bachelors,
other bachelors are cult members, and he wants to induct a new cult member.
So they have to like do all these crazy things, like, well, you know,
you go on cult dates.
Yeah, we had fun in the hot tub, but then he injected my balls with silicone, so that
they
was
just kept floating to the surface, and I was just like pushing them down, like bobbing for apples, but I didn't want to put them in my mouth because I'm with balls, so I just pushed them down and float up.
Also, I know they're poisonous and they'll kill him eventually.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Am I on record saying that?
And now we are at the final night. It is the rose ceremony. Who will take this rose from Noodles and Beef and insert it into their urethra?
I will.
You know, it's easy going in. It's hard coming out.
Pup tank here. I'm good.
Thorns are purposely made to be smooth one way.
That's fine. Pup tank is good. I'll do it. What else do you want me to do? Silicone in the ball sack? That's fine. I'll do that.
There's always two people at the rose ceremony too. It's a vying of.
Just me. I guess I didn't have to go through all this because clearly I won. But I got the thorns down my pee hole, and I got a injection in my ball sack now. So do I get the rose? Oh, the rose is already in my pee hole. So I guess
that's pretty much it. I would watch the shit. I mean, Shudder. What are you doing? You don't have a reality TV series.
Oh, what are you, failing upward?
You don't have a reality TV series. Do this. Cult leader picks new disciple.
Actually, I don't know how, like, there is something to be said about them not having one of those, and I'm like, is it good? Because a reality TV sucks, or would Shudder do a really awesome reality TV
They could
series?
probably do a really awesome version of it if they did it right.
I think it was...
Shudder, by the way, we are copywriting this right now. Copyright 2018.
Yes, so give us a call.
11/20/2018. Lost on a Podcast. Copyright.
Yeah, and if you don't know how to get in touch with us, get in touch with our friend Andy Minton, who you know very well. And I'm sure he will... forget who we were and if
you guys like The Witch in the Window, you'll like the pervy cult leader on the throne.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll call it the bear cave, hibernation station.
Sure. None of that's good.
Fuck. I wish I could come up with like 10 more right now at the spot, but...
In the year 2525,
there was nothing that rhymes. Lyrics will overlap. They will overlap.
No, they won't.
In the year 3535.
Wait. Oh, we're going that far?
We're gonna find a bunch of knives. And in the year 45, 45. We're gonna find people who are 5. They haven't aged in 2,000 years. They're just little kids with lots of fears. They don't know what this song is all about, but they know not to get the gout. Oh, whoa.
You turned the gout thing into a pop song at the end, which I do love. And the thing about the other part is I had no idea what was going on there, which I also love. So I'm going to go ahead and give you...
In the year
it's going.
2019.
I was about to send you on to Hollywood, but...
You better stave your steam. Put a lid on that pot. Don't let it boil, or you will have not water.
You will have not water. I would say you will have water not would have been better, but it wouldn't have. There's no way you could have put that. That would have made sense.
It rhymed.
It
rhymed.
I was about to send you on to Hollywood. I'm going to retract what I was about to do and just say you have no business doing anything that you're doing.
In the year 2020, we're going to vote for another president. It's going to be that orange guy or another liberal with a dent in his Prius.
I'm gonna say I'll put my money on Trump 2020. Don't want it to happen. I will put my money on it.
And my car runs on gasoline. I vote for Trump 'cause he's looking lean.
No, he's
he
not.
likes to stand on his pedestal. It's 2020 and he lost a lot of weight, and we don't need to look
got a lot
at
of
facts
shorter,
that
too.
we talked about before because he's president.
And he got a lot shorter.
President.
What do we got going on in the year 2525?
I don't know. I left
Conspiracy theories.
I left my notes because we were doing things. Oh, you mean
no,
the
you were doing things.
Well, I was creating the ballad for a new generation, or
ballad of a new generation.
300. 300 generations of people are going to hear this. Podcasts last forever. They're like Lipton tea bags you ferment in cans.
That's one for all you hipsters. Let's go to conspiracy theorists. Speaking about...
So, the California wildfires are wild.
Yes. Fake news.
Wild.
We want the best climate.
Actually, it's kind of sad. I keep hearing stories about people seeing ash fall from the skies like snow.
Yes, and a lot of people dead.
Smog, air pollution,
yes,
people dying, houses burning.
We're a comedy podcast, after all.
Well, we are, which is why we're bringing up conspiracists blame
we have
California
touched on
fires on airborne laser guns.
Yes, we have talked about everything from flat earthers to 9/11 conspiracy theorists and false flaggers and all that kind of bullshit that's out there. This is the brand new one. People will always find something ridiculous that also has no grounding in reality when you actually look at the facts.
No.
Big surprise when you look at the facts.
This has grounding in reality. There's no fucking reason we don't have focused lasers that can point at Earth from satellites.
Yes.
No reason why we wouldn't have them.
Yes, but what I would say...
And I'm sure they're secret if we do.
But what I would say is some of the theories for why it is occurring and some of their... I'm going to go air quote you here. The proof that they have is obviously fucking bunk. Where they have proof based on little to nothing, which is they were saying that the California wildfires follow the path of the high-speed rail or the proposed high-speed rail system perfectly. In other words, the government's just trying to get rid of the land, and they weren't allowed to, so they're just trying to burn it down. Turns out, when you actually see the facts, it's not true. Big surprise.
Well, I mean, the facts on Twitter. I'm looking right now. I'm seeing pictures.
Oh, the facts on Twitter.
I'm seeing pictures of lasers coming from the sky, pointing right at fires with smoke. Prove it wrong.
Yeah. Oh, you mean with a Photoshop?
Oh no, we're gonna do good guy. We're gonna do good cop, bad cop.
Oh, you know,
good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
Conspiracy theorists, non-conspiracy theorists. I'll be the conspiracy theorist.
I will say that I also saw proof that our friend Cassavant was hanging out with the Kool-Aid guy and Ric Flair earlier today because I saw a photo of it online.
I made that photo. It was pretty great. As a conspiracy theorist, anything can be faked.
Yes.
Wait.
Oh, wait, you just fucked yourself. God damn it.
I guess I should say that these photos have been going around like crazy. And what I like is that some of the people
using social media, which is a poison.
But what I like is that
except for me,
Donald
since
Trump,
day one.
Donald Trump Jr. himself has been seen liking these photos.
Of
and
course,
by seen,
but the thing is, though,
he's liked them.
Yeah, the thing is, though, he's done this before, where he has liked conspiracy theorist photos and posts, and then when people call him on it, he's like, just because I like something doesn't mean I'm saying
also,
I like it.
His dad's in control of the U.S. Is he liking it because his dad is starting fires? Like, what does the like
right,
mean?
I know. Like, this is the government. You know, your dad's the government, right?
Yeah, burn that blush down them laser cannons.
Yeah.
Your dad did that, and it's hurting people.
So supposedly, the California wildfires line up exactly in the same path of the proposed California high speed rail system. Now, the thing they've pointed out online, the factual parts of this, is that the maps that they're overlaying is based on the oh shoot, what do they call this? The it's not in the path of the actual burn. It was not the proposed burn. What am I thinking of? It's the advisory area. That's it. So the advisory areas is what they're lining up. The actual burn areas are completely off from this person's map. But instead, they're like, this California advisory area, which is most of California, is in the path of the proposed, or the California high-speed rail system. So they're saying they're just trying to burn it down so they can fucking build this thing through your town no matter what. So they're going to burn down all these houses and stuff because that's California for you. Fuck them, you know? They care only about the rich people, unlike the Republicans.
I get your logic, and...
no, that's not my logic. Don't give me that.
I'm the conspiracy theorist here.
Oh yeah.
I'm playing a side.
Oh, okay,
I'm
yeah.
playing a side.
So my logic is saying that you're only paying attention to the advisory areas, and when you actually overlay the actual burn areas, it has nothing even remotely close to the map that you're talking about.
But Jared, in California, where these forest fires are happening, in these forests,
wildfires, yes,
these trees are gigantic. You know the redwood forest? Those trees are so tall.
Yeah, those like 4% of the entire forest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So why aren't the tall trees burning? Why are trees being left untouched while houses with granite cabinets are being destroyed?
The trees are being burned.
Not
as well.
the tops.
Do you know how fire works?
I'm just reading what I read on Twitter, dude.
It climbs only so high and lasts only so long.
Let me give your brain some facts.
Oh, is this right? Okay.
What type of forest fire leaves trees intact but vaporizes home without a trace?
All of them.
Appliances, granite countertops, toilets, textile stonework, vanished.
Has anybody ever touched the top of a fire and licking, right? And then move their hand down to where it's actually hot?
This is Scott, the non-conspiracy theorist.
Okay, yes,
here.
there you go.
Yeah, I completely understand
Yes.
that the tops of trees don't always burn.
Well, and also the tops of a fire are the red parts are the parts that are actually pretty tame. So you can actually touch when you get down to the core, the parts that's lower to the ground.
Actually,
there's a lot of oxygen.
You're slightly wrong. When you look at a flame, there's a point between the high point of the flame and the midpoint of the flame that is the hottest. But that makes a lot of sense for trees and houses being burned.
When it comes
meaning
to
the tip
stuff
is
licking,
not the tip is not the hottest.
Yes, exactly.
So a tree can be burned.
And also, it takes a lot to climb, and it's going to just consume everything below.
And
if there's an entire house to consume, it's going to just fucking take that.
And a living tree
and it's gonna move on.
Wet wood. Mm-hmm. If you live in a state like Vermont where you burn firewood, wet wood doesn't burn. So all the fire does is burn the lower branches off.
It will, but it takes a lot to burn it. And guess what?
But not in California, where there's a lot of dry underbrush, where basically it's a flash fire. It just sweeps through like a flood.
Which is exactly what the problem is. It's sweeping through everything like crazy. And also then it gets your house. And yes, does it singe your fucking appliances and stuff? Yes, of course, because it's right next to the rest of your house. So it is going to get the hottest part of the fire. It is going to be singed. It's not going to burn those things to ashes. It's not burning your fucking refrigerator to ashes. It's going to be singed at the end of the day. It's going to be in a fucking pile of rubble. But at the end of the day, just pay attention to science. I know that's a lot to ask.
Now, people on Twitter have talked to firefighters and said, these steel beams and these asphalt roads are melting and burning. That can't happen from a forest fire.
Couldn't happen with 9/11 either.
Fine.
I'm just adding fuel to the conspiracy fire at this point. You know what? I think we've stumbled across a big conspiracy. I think you're right.
I think this is
here on Lost at Home podcast. I'm going to say we both believe in this conspiracy theory. The California wildfires were made up by the government. Somehow also wasn't Donald Trump.
The 9/11 forest fires were done by Bush.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Oh, absolutely.
We're good.
We're good.
So let's turn this into a funny, wacky skit that we can put on TV or a movie or a song. What do you think this one should be?
Don't know.
Ooh, I'm thinking
found footage.
I'm thinking the first celebrity to get this idea is going to bank hard. They're going to do a docudrama on their house burning down.
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ.
One of his 74 houses.
He'll go into his house
that he bought with his Iron Man money. And at the end of the...
There will be an Iron Man armor in the house that wasn't there originally. He will take torches to it to make it look like it was burned.
Yep.
And leave it as the only thing in the house that survived after taking a sledgehammer to his brick fireplace just to make sure that wasn't still standing.
And that is the trailer for the new Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Because you know what? Disney is shameless, and they will do that.
Disney killed Star Wars, but I mean, we're not going to get into that this week.
Disney kills a lot of things.
No, it didn't kill Marvel. Technically, it made it only better by owning it and doing good.
By continuing those terrible movies that...
They're not terrible, dude.
There's been one good Marvel movie.
Which one?
Thor Ragnarok.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Guardians of the Galaxy 2. Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Okay.
Fine. Ant-Man 1 if you like comedy. But
here's the thing is...
Have you seen Avengers Infinity War? Have you seen Avengers Infinity War?
But here's the thing that I will say.
Have you seen Avengers Infinity War?
I haven't, but
that's really hard to say a lot of times in a row.
I haven't. I wanted to hear you say it. I haven't, but you know how much I fucking despise all Avengers movies. But because I think they're just garbage formulaic. Like, I mean, again, fine that people love them. I absolutely.
I hear police sirens.
Oh
my god, your ambulance is on its way.
You know what? it's true. It's true. People will.
I literally hear sirens.
No, that's true. But I will say when it comes to things, because I used to say the same thing about like Ant-Man and stuff. I'm like, wait a minute, that's funny for a Marvel movie. It's not funny for a comedy.
Sure,
give me any other Paul Rudd movie,
I give you that.
It's better.
There's a sub-villain in Avengers Infinity War who looks a lot like Voldemort from Harry Potter.
Right, okay, yeah.
And Kelly and I, after watching that movie, Kelly's my wife, to listeners who don't know, we were like, that villain had maybe 10 minutes of screen time, and we liked him better than the character Voldemort in every Harry Potter movie combined.
Which is fine.
And we were like, wow, they did a better job with a side villain than the Harry Potter franchise did with their main villain in like 9 films.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna say it's a good movie because it had a better villain than another crappy franchise.
I'm just saying, like, it's
not a crappy. Again, I don't want to say like I enjoy all of this stuff. I enjoy the Harry Potter franchise. I enjoy like Marvel movies. They're just not good movies. They're just there's no good writing involved.
Why can't we be friends?
Except for Thor Ragnarok.
Why can't we?
That was a well-written movie. That was well written.
Why can't we be friends? Because Jared doesn't like popcorn films.
No, I like popcorn films for what they are. I will not say they're good movies. I will not say they're like quality movies. They're not well written. Thor Ragnarok was well written.
It was.
Ant-Man was not well written. It was funny because
Are you
Paul
excited
Rudd
for
was
the
in it.
new Star Wars TV series, The Mandalorian?
No, because
you
I did not know.
Because the season finale is being directed by Tiki Watati.
Then that means I will be absolutely. I had no idea what you just talked about in those words existed in society until just now.
Oh, there's a new Disney streaming service where they take
I
all
do know
their
that.
shit and
I know
pull it
that,
together,
yep.
and there's a show called The Mandalorian.
Yeah. There's a new Warner Brothers or Time Warner AT&T one as well.
The Mandalorian is starring the guy who played the Viper on Game of Thrones.
Okay, fine.
And who's the German guy who did the Grizzly documentary? Is he German? Grizzly Man did the documentary. Grizzly Man does all those things. Like he talks like a German.
The guy who talk like
he's famous. He's a documentarian.
I don't think he did Grizzly Man though, did he?
You know who I mean?
But you
What's
mean,
his name? What's his name?
You mean the guy that also is?
I need you to tell me because I can't think of it.
No, the guy that's parodied also on
He's parodied a lot. Yeah.
On Comedy Bang Bang though. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. The Werner Herzog.
Werner Herzog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's also directing an episode.
Okay.
And Jon Favreau is producing and writing.
I've been wanting to work on a Werner Herzog.
Oh my god! Trust me, if I could, I would.
I do because all of his because he's so depressing.
I guess what I'm trying to say is that there's a Star Wars series coming out that's live action.
Yes.
Takes place after Return of the Jedi.
Fine.
Deals with a Mandalorian who is one of Boba Fett's people.
Fine.
Wears similar armor.
But
we have Taika Waititi, Werner Herzog,
Yep.
Jon Favreau. And the list goes on, and it's starring the guy who plays the Viper on Game of Thrones.
So those three alone,
it
are
essentially
fine.
is
because Jon Favreau had
he did Iron Man, which is one of the better
which
Marvel
is the
movies.
Best entry in the Marvel universe, I would say.
Yeah, also Chef was good.
Yeah, I mean, actually, Jon Favreau in general is
He's
great.
good in
like
general.
Swingers,
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
So we're looking at a live action Star Wars series that may redeem that shit awful abortion of a movie that came out last year,
which again,
The Last Jedi.
Popcorn movie, fine.
Oh, bad popcorn
fine.
movie though. Like it was like watching Resident Evil.
There's no such thing. A popcorn movie's a popcorn.
It's
movie.
like watching Resident Evil. Like
Can
I
you
love
eat popcorn and
horror
go,
movies.
Yeah.
No, if you spit your popcorn out because it's bad, you belch, burp.
I didn't. I was like, all right, there's action. I'm not going to expect too much from a Star Wars movie for crying out loud.
I expect a lot in that one you and I went
Really?
to see, Last Jedi.
Which
it was garbage.
What was the last time you saw a good Star Wars movie? Never. There's never
Technically,
been
Empire
one.
Strikes Back.
Actually, that's the one good one.
That was
there's
really good.
one really good one. Yeah, the other ones were
And A New
fun,
Hope by default because it's such a classic.
And yes, but again, like such a classic. But as far as like, but again, popcorn movies, right? But Empire actually was really well written and a really amazing movie. So,
yeah. So we just diverged hard from the stories.
We had to remember you were talking about riffing on these. This is the way we do it. Yeah.
So I think we're done with the show because we need to have time for the finishing bit where we tune back.
We gotta
Bruce
check in with Bruce and Mr. Jason Jr. to find out what they're up to.
Make sure to join our Facebook group. It's the Lost and Known Podcast. You can also hit us up on Instagram, also Lost and Known Podcast, and Twitter at the Lost and Known Podcast, and Patreon. Patreon.com/Lost and Home Podcast.
That's right. Yep.
Might be the Lost at Home.
I think it's Lost at Home, isn't it?
You try both. You'll get there. That's why no one's given us money recently. No, actually, we appreciate anyone who subscribed recently. Keep the money flowing in. We don't ask for a lot, $3 a month. Good amount of content.
Yeah.
And
it's patreon.com/Lost at Home.
And literally, it's our only income source besides our sponsor that we haven't brought up in about 3 weeks. We should probably do that next week.
Next week, we will do that.
All right. Besides that, enjoy whatever's about to happen with Bruce.
We don't know. We haven't checked in with him for a while.
No clue. So besides that, get lost.
Get lost. Well, I was making my way around the bunker here and stumbled across Jason Jr. pinned under a vending machine. What were you doing, little fella?
Well, I was trying to get loose a can unstuck. I thought it'd be a nice beverage, do me some good.
Well, the cans in that vending machine must be 40 years old, man. You're lucky this happened rather than it coming loose. Had you drank that, you could have gotten sick or died.
Oh, I don't think soda goes bad.
Well, that ain't true. My cousin Berta drank a 25-year-old Mountain Dew once and pissed and shit herself for 3 days. We called her Berta the Squirter.
Oh, I thought you said it was your Uncle Frank. Yeah, that was his problem with the squirts.
No, Frank was a farter. We called him Frank Farter.
Oh, I can't tell your family apart sometimes.
Oh, no, it's tough, especially since Berta looks an awful lot like a man with multiple mustaches.
And Frank, well, he's very effeminate.
No, you're thinking of effeminate Ephraim.
All right, you see? Oh, it's confusing.
Oh, well, I'll get that, but here's the thing. I've got a nice little rhyme that'll help keep them straight. It goes like this. Frankie farts and blows his tarts all the way to Brisbane. Berta squirts until it hurts and drinks to ease the pain. Ephraim wears the pretty dress and sucks the boys from Sydney. And Bruce is the best branch on the Moran family tree. 3 cheers for Bruce. 3 cheers for Bruce. 3 cheers. Now you try.
Okay, let me see if I get my singing voice on.
All right,
let me,
right there. You got it? Now give it a shot, all right?
All right. Frankie blows the froggy toes.
Frankie farts.
Right. Frankie farts the froggy toes and dribbles squink from smoke.
Oh, shit. How long's that werewolf been standing there? Oh, shit, I best get you out from under this vending machine then. Oh, shit, no, you're on your own, buddy.
Oh, bollocks!